Today we are testing out all of the world customization that InZOI has to offer. I'm very excited, and that is because now we are finally officially in early access. I have got access to Canvas, which means I get to play with Shanice. If you don't know, Shanice, which is her full name, she is my main protagonist in The Sims 4, and I put her in InZOI, and it's really exciting. And wherever she is, we have her wretched, horrid half-sister, Chantal. She's not looking at me, she's looking away. She's happy, I don't know why, because she normally dies in all of my videos, and she's very heavy on the implants. We like Shanice and we don't like Chantal. That's all you need to know. Anyway, on that note, I think we should take Chantal outside and just have a little look. So we are firstly in Dole 1. We're going to be checking out all of the different kind of world customization because I haven't really had a look around the world itself since I've been here. There are unfortunately a lot of rabbit holes, you'll notice, so you can't go in all the buildings. I'm kind of hoping for the full final release that you will be able to. You can click on and interact with most objects in the actual environment, so objects that look like you can interact with them, they are definitely interactable. And it's not just basic interactions. The thing that I like about InZOI is that you click on something and it's not just like get a drink, you can also do things like check for drop coins. You can actually steal money from a cash point, from an ATM machine as well, by the way. We can also vent our frustration at it. Something I do wish we had in InZOI is the ability to actually turn off autonomy, because it's really annoying that there's always, oh God, look, she's punching it. Why are you punching it, Chantal? No, guys, I just want to say the slider update to InZOI was honestly hilarious because just look at it. But before we get into the full customization, today's video is sponsored by Instant Gaming. Although InZOI is not yet ready to order, you can get many great games at fantastic prices on Instant Gaming. This includes Sims 4 DLC, including the newer ones, which is 25% off right now, as well as many other trending popular video game releases. I buy all of my games from Instant Gaming because it's so cheap, and when you do so through my link in the description of this video, you also help to support my channel. Thank you very much for Instant Gaming for sponsoring today's video. Anyway, we're just having a little look at the world. I'm hoping no cars are going to run us over, although I'm kind of hoping that they are. Something interesting is that with this world, you can actually edit things. Are we going to be able to edit the park and things? I'm not quite sure yet. Something that I did hear you can edit. Okay, you see these little signs up here, the billboards. So apparently you can actually edit these billboards as well, which is another thing that I want to test out. Apparently you can actually put your own like videos on there from YouTube links or something. So we're going to be testing that one out. How we do that, I don't know. It's not in options. Edit city at the bottom. Okay, so firstly, I just want to say the basics. You can actually add family members. If you click on like random households, you can add, remove family members. You can dismiss some, which I think means evict. They're still a little bit weird with the direct translations, I think, from Korean to English. It sounds very strange. I'm assuming dismiss means evict. And then we've obviously got relocate, and it tells you information about the family. You can also click them and we can either go there, relocate over there, so move ourselves there or call them over, which we can do from this screen. And then we can click on all families and we can click move ZOIs between families, so you can see all of them here. Or you can create a new family from here, although I don't know where they would go. It seems like there is a button as well called edit family tree, but you can't click on it yet. So that'll be interesting to know. I did realize actually today that you can't make siblings in InZOI. You literally can't make them like siblings, so they have to be roommates, which I find really interesting. And then obviously we've got schedule, which we looked over before, but I want to have a look at the karma report. Now, this is details on the karma and souls of the city ZOI. So this, I believe, ties into the lore of InZOI, where you get transported into the virtual world, which is InZOI, and then you've got to work on your karma. So this is our karma status. So most people in our world have normal karma, but I wonder what would happen if we gave every single person negative karma. And what is the ZOI soul ratio? I believe that means how many have died. So we've got 142 ZOIs, you can see, and 100% of them are ZOIs, 0 are dead, which is kind of cool. And then you can view souls of the city. So it's kind of like city management in the game, which is really funny. And you can see all the individual karma levels of all of them. Interestingly, there's a button called intervene. Effects of intervening, complementing you. Hang on. You can choose one of 3 effects: lottery win, daily fortune, or family house. Scolding provides an opportunity to restore karma. So they've got best. So maybe this is something that only happens if you have the highest or the lowest karma. What are we doing? The power of intervention is affected. What do we do? For 24 hours, Sujin Jong, I think we've intervened. Oh, well, that's something interesting. I keep finding new things about this game all the time. Anyway, this is another part of city customization that I want to look at. And this is where it's really cool. So this is where it comes into like city management detail, which I just think is really great. So firstly, positive, negative emotion control. So this has an impact on the ZOI's emotions. This affects all ZOI's in the world. So if we put it on lowest, they're more likely to be negative, whereas on highest, they're more likely to be positive. And then we've got civic consciousness, and this basically affects karma. So if you do a bad thing, then you get bad karma. If you do a good thing, you get good karma. How much good or bad karma you get depends on this level. So if we set it to highest, you will get a lot of good or bad karma points from doing the respective interactions, whereas on lowest it moves a lot slower. I kind of want to make it the highest, to be honest. And then you can see we've got friendships, romantic relationships, business relationships, and family relationships. So if you put these on high, this means these kinds of relationships go up faster, where if you put them on low, these kind of relationships raise a lot slower. I kind of want all of mine on highest because I like to play The Sims or InZOI or whatever, very fast paced. And then we've got conversation, karma, positivity, and negativity. And this one confused me at first, and it's still a little bit confusing. What I believe this is how likely ZOIs are going to autonomously have positive or negative conversations. So I believe if you put karma negativity on highest, they are more likely to have negative conversations with each other. Whereas if you put it on lowest and maybe put this highest, this kind of setup would mean that ZOIs are more likely to be nice and kind to each other. I'm not sure, so don't hold me on it. Kind of want them to be a bit more negative, really. Now, the next one is city sanitization, which affects the rate at which ZOI's furniture becomes dirty. So, well, this affects both ZOIs and their furniture. So your personal hygiene and your house hygiene. So if you pop this on lowest, our house will get dirty very quickly, whereas on highest it won't. I like the idea of making it highest so I don't have to worry about their hygiene needs so much, and also cleaning the house, because it's kind of annoying cleaning the house in this game. We also have fire prevention rates and appliance durability, which I feel like are obvious ones, although I don't really know. If I put it on highest, does that mean, oh, this is fire prevention rate, so I think highest means we will prevent a lot of fires. Assuming that InZOI does not have ghosts yet and the ability specifically to revive ghosts, I'm not going to mess with death too much in this game. I'm going to set appliance durability. I'm going to make appliance durability low because it's got no negative consequences. And then we've got city level, and this is the probability of ZOIs being violent with each other. And of course, we're putting it on lowest. We've also got health level, which affects the lifespan of ZOIs and also the likelihood of diseases. I think default it's on highest. I kind of want to make it a bit lower though. Next, we have dream occurrence rate, which is how often you have dreams. Now, dreams are like a full-blown feature in InZOI. I have not actually experienced an in-game dream yet, and I've been playing it for quite a few hours now. I'm really surprised. So if we set this to the highest, maybe we'll get one. And then obviously we've got maximum population, which is obvious. And then we've got maximum vehicle count. And you can see on the right as well, we've got the city report, which is very interesting. The overall population, including deceased Sims, I mean ZOIs. The number of ZOIs, look, it says who have become friends and mutual crush, cheated, or in a terrible relationship. Number of accidents and number of interactions with animals, and also dreams. And there's also a statistics graph as well. This is the coolest thing. Okay, city appearance. It says utilize signs, trees, grass, decorations, animals, special effects, and weather to customize your own city. Weather in the base game of InZOI. Yes, there is. Sims 4 could never shut up. We're currently on sunny. Weather right now is purely, it says weather editing is purely a visual effect and does not impact ZOIs. I'm assuming this is going to change in the future. future. Or maybe they could make it world specific, like you could have a snowy world or something with snowy activities. I don't know at this stage. Something else you can do, if we set it to cloudy, you can see there's a 1 here. When we click it, it changes to 1, 2, 3. So this is basically the level of cloudiness. So I just kind of want to check the weather first. So can we look up at the sky? I guess you can see it's kind of cloudy, although you can't see it very well, can you? It's a very, I think the cloudiness is a minor effect. Then obviously we got rainy, and we've set this to the highest level. And as you can see, it's raining, and oh gosh, she doesn't look too impressed. Look at her face. You are not impressed, are you, Chantal? Look at her eyebrow slit. I love her. Okay, so this is us running in the rain with our implants. If it does flood, at least we'll float on them. And then of course, the next one will be really cool, guys, which is going to be the snow, of course. And we want it to be thick, heavy snow. Look at it. Okay. Oh my God, look, she's actually got the snow on her outfit as well, which is cool. It's actually quite realistic, isn't it? It's probably going to make your game like scream at you. My fan's going off a little bit high. But yeah, I think it's a nice little inclusion. She looks a little bit happier with the snow. Not massively though. So I'm gonna turn the snow off for now, just so that we can see the city properly. Next, we'll look at billboards. So this is what I was saying before. So you can edit the billboard. Firstly, you can edit it with different images. So, oh, it looks like, yeah, it looks like you can have multiple ones. So you can have 3 going at once, which is cool. This one says, Sally, will you marry me? We've also got another Christmassy one. At Christmas, you tell the truth, just because it's... These are definitely weird. InZOI team, like, you need to hire a proper translator who's like fluent in both languages. Like, you need somebody who is fluent in both English and Korean, because these translations, they're not it. Though obviously these images are a little bit weird. What is cool is the ability to have a video. So it actually, you can see there's like the YouTube sign on here. It literally plays the videos. Look, you can even see the YouTube where it's like in mute. It literally plays directly from YouTube. I love how InZOI have used moon stock footage, free HD videos, no copyright. Like it literally says it. They've taken copyright free stuff from YouTube. Oh, I've just realized, look, you can change the time of day as well, which is cool. Anyway, look, you can click the plus. Well, you can do it on images or videos. You click a plus, and when you do it on videos, it says enter YouTube link. Let me try this video of me playing with Wicked Whims. Oh my God, look, it's me. No, guys, look, it's me playing Wicked Whims. Don't give EA ideas, because they would put actual ads in their game if this was EA, wouldn't they? Tell me right now, if this was EA creating InZOI, they wouldn't put ads in it. Okay, I just want to go into like the main screen. Where is SatchOnSims? Oh, I just realized Chantal went into her snowy outfit before. Okay, where is... Oh my God, look, it's me. Oh my God, I am in InZOI. Look, it's my YouTube video. Chantal, hurry up, please. Let's get going. Oh, she can't climb up there. Oh my God, I am in InZOI. No, guys, look, I'm in... Oh, we're in the road. Okay, I thought we died then. Look, guys, I am in InZOI. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my God. Watch now. I get an email from sponsors being like, Satch, can you play our ad in your video game for the next 30 days? No, but isn't that really funny though? Look, there's me creating a... This is me creating a woohoo dungeon in The Sims, and I've literally put it in InZOI, which is just hilarious. So I think this is probably the funniest one, because there are so many things. I just know some of you guys are going to be putting corn. Yes, you are. There's going to be mods that will allow you to link to non-YouTube videos for sure. Anyways, next let's look at trees. So, oh, look, it's still me playing. So anyway, you can actually edit every single in-game tree, which is where I think it comes like just really cool with the city editor. And by the way, you'll see there's a color wheel. That's because you can change the colors of the trees. So you can change the colors of the leaves. So if I like this one, I want to make it, I don't know, like a light pinky white or something to make it like, I don't know, cherry blossom, but then I can make the trunk blue. So you can see the trees now. Can you see it's like blue and pink, which is really cool. I've just edited the trees. Obviously, like, in what world are you making them blue and pink? They have normal ones. I just think it's really cute, all of the different variations. And then we have grass, which is a little bit random. This is, I wouldn't say it's grass, it's more like flowers really, or foliage. And then you can see all of the different options that you can have in the world here. I definitely think they could go even further with world customization. customization. I think this is really cool. And again, you can obviously change the color completely. So if I want to make these red, I can just make them red, which is cool. And then next we will go into decorations. So this was in the park. So this is where you can adorn. It says you can select up to 3 decorations. It also says from none to high, which basically means how much. So you can see as we go through it, there's a different amount of decorations in there. So these are floating planets in the park. I don't know why, but you can see you can choose, as I said, up to 3. So we can have 3 planets in the park, which is a bit weird. We also have large panda balloon, a large cat balloon, and should we have a large earth? Just very random, isn't it? But there we go. And then we've got animals. So you can pick up to 3 animals that appear in the city. So we've got pussycats, we've got dogs. Let me show them. There we go. We've got cats, we've got dogs, we've got pandas, we've got deer. Oh my God, that looks a bit cursed, doesn't it? And then we also have raccoons, you can see popping up. We've also got squirrels, and you can also add foxes to the mix as well. And then we actually have crocodiles, which is a bit weird. I think in mine we're going to have crocodiles. We're going to have squirrels because that's very British. And then we will have pandas. Next, we got special effects where you add atmosphere to your city. So these only show up at nighttime. So we got to change it to nighttime. And again, you can select up to 3. So the first one is butterflies. You can kind of see them like floating around. If I turn it off, you can't see them. If I turn it on, you'll see in a moment. There we go. Like, are they butterflies or fireflies that are flying around? Which is pretty cool. Is that just nighttime? Oh no, they do. They show up in daytime. We also have drones. Look, okay, now I'll change it to nighttime. Look, you can have those. Have you seen like those TikToks from like China, which show like the drone things? It looks like that. It's really cool. Look, and it's got, okay, I'm getting excited. Shut up. And then we've got red lamps, which is, I don't know what that's supposed to be, like Chinese lantern effect. It's pretty cool. And then we have fireworks popping up, and also fireflies. I want fireworks and fireflies, and I think I want butterflies. No, I don't. I want drones. This is so cool. And then the next one is environment. So this is where it gets really cool, guys. You can either make your environment clean, or you can make it run down. So what kind of world are you living in? I'm obviously going to make it extremely run down, and I'm thinking we go back into manage city, and also, yeah, city safety level lowest, health level moderately low. So, oh my God, look, we're living in, oh my God, look, it literally looks like we're living in the UK now. This is so realistic. I love it. Look, see? Chantal, she's in the United Kingdom. Look, she's happy now. Look, she's actually happy now. Because she's living in a shithole where she belongs. Oh, look, there's this little, look at this little floaty man here. Isn't this very cute? See, look, look at this like dark alleyway. Gaming, I didn't even know this building was here. Look, we've gone into an alleyway to find a dingy gaming cafe. This is just really cute, isn't it? Something that I do think InZOI need to do, if they're listening, I think they need to distinguish more between rabbit hole buildings and real buildings that you can enter, because right now it's impossible to tell the difference. Most video games do a good job of telling the difference, so I'm hoping that they do in InZOI as well. Look, it's just really cool. We're literally living in a skank city. Oh my God, look, there's Shanice as well. Look, she's doing her Wicked Whims stuff. This is, no, guys, look, she's doing her Wicked Whims poses. This is just like so funny. This is honestly like just something that's so hilarious. No, guys, look at it. I think I really like InZOI, guys. This is just really funny. And oh, we almost got hit by, look, I don't think you actually, the game used to let you die getting hit by cars. I think they patched it out because you could literally hit kids with cars. So they kind of like patched that out, which is funny. Anyway, another thing that we did, oh, why are there drones and fire? Okay, something I do want to say, if InZOI are watching, maybe make it so you only have the drones and fireworks at nighttime instead of in the day, because perhaps that's a little bit weird. Also, let me actually like move the camera up properly, because you can only do it in like this first person view. So anyway, as well as editing the city, okay, there's another button. As well as edit city, there's edit streets, and this is where you can actually add and remove objects in parks. So this is if you go onto a street lot, like the street community lot, you can basically edit anything in this lot. So you can see the like the grid of where you can edit within, and I can just put things here. So if I wanted to, I could put this little flying thing here, not flying, what's it called? I don't know, fairground ride, a mini train track fairground ride. I'm just looking at like the fairground ride things, playground equipment. So you can actually edit the world with things that you like in there. We could obviously put like normal things, like we can put in a public bathroom if you wanted to. There's not much in terms of outdoor objects, unfortunately, but something that there is functional objects, like wedding venue objects. So look at this stage smoke, soap bubbles. I can put soap bubbles and I can put confetti. What is all of this? I don't understand, but it's really cool. Look at it. I'm getting distracted. So yeah, like you can put disco balls in. Something that you can't do is place walls in this mode. You also can't place fences. So there are some restrictions to outdoor, but you can obviously, what is this? A ladder. You can obviously place just like normal objects completely fine. Oh, look, there's me. Look, no guys, it's me. Hello. Oh my God, it's SatchOnSims. I'm basically like completely violating this world with me. I'm putting me all over this world and I absolutely love it. No guys, look, I'm gonna put Satches. No, look, it's me and I'm everywhere. Yes, I am. This is so cute. Look at it, it's me. And I'm going to put, this is objects that I've crafted myself. Oh my God, what is all this stuff? Flea market, secondhand sales counter. Wait, can we do, oh my God, we can do craft sales in InZOI. I didn't even know that was a thing. So I could pop that here and do craft sales in the world. Cotton candy machine. I wonder if NPCs will actually come to work in these or if they won't. Should we test that? Oh yeah, it's a bit weird that we've got fireflies in the middle of the day. Oh look, we've got our we've got our soap dispenser and whatever. Oh look, and here it is, our panda, because we put the animals. Oh my God, look, we can feed it bamboo. You can't interact with every single animal. You can only interact with some of them at this stage, but look, we can feed the wild. Look, it's so cute, we can feed it. So I just wanna, oh my God, no guys, look, it's me. It's me, SatchOnSims. I'm in InZOI, yes I am. So has anybody come to work in the taco truck? No, nobody's working in this. So I don't know if it's functional at this stage if you put these kinds of objects in. Same with the sales stand. I can't click on it and interact with it. So as you can see, of course, like my number one thing to be doing is turning my town into an absolute shithole. Now, something else in terms of the world I wanted to go over. Firstly, I think we need to go home. Also, I've had some questions about loading screens. So InZOI is technically open world, but if you travel too far between like one side of the map to the other, there is a loading screen, and there is also one if you go into the subway or on the buses. But typically there are not loading screens if you're skipping between Zois who are close to each other. Like, did you see I just skipped between Shanice and Chantel and there's no loading screen? So it just depends on how the game's kind of working out. Oh, well, we did, to be fair, I clicked on them like multiple different times. I probably shouldn't have done that. Where's Chantel going? Oh, she wants to go fishing. In fact, whilst we're here, because I think we are near the photo studio. We are, it's just over here. Because this is, I guess it's kind of city customization. It's something that I want to show you anyway about InZOI, which I think is quite cool. So if you haven't been to the in-game photo studio, this is a really interesting lot. She's autonomously trying to go home. You're not escaping, madam. This is a really interesting lot where you can actually do like a whole photo shoot in here. And I can actually edit this room and I can add and remove objects via editing. And you can see there's property presets, which is an interesting one. Now, if I click on the different property presets, it says install. And look, you can see it changes to like a newsroom. I can install this one, which is like a laundry, what do you call them in America? Laundry mat or something. A mugshot room, which is where Chantal would belong, isn't it? So you can actually change the preset of the room to whatever you like. And oh, she's been kicked out, but you can click on objects and sit down, but basically, oh, what happened? Oh, I know what, okay. Because we're playing with WASD keys, I keep automatically clicking the space bar to jump, but spacebar hops you between different Zois. And I just want to say to the InZOI team, like, please, can you remove this like hotkey? Because I know so many people who keep clicking it by accident and it's really annoying. Anyway, we can enter here and we can do like photo shooty stuff. As you know, you can go in photo mode. It obviously takes some time to like set things up, but you can do it all. World customization in InZOI is pretty cool. And in our next episode, I'm thinking that we basically run this whole place to the ground, give everyone bad karma, commit crimes, go to prison. Let me know if you want to see that. Thank you very much for watching today's video. I will see you in the next one.